This is game 77. Bruins at St. Louis.
What are you doing?
Oh, you didn't hear?
Hear what?
You got fired.
This is my show. This is my show. My YouTube channel, my show. Who are you to tell me that I'm fired?
Hey, I just got a call. Told him was to be down here. I got hired. You're fired.
I'm talking to the producers about this.
Go for it. We are in a must-win territory as the Bruins are trying to get into the playoffs, holding a 1-point lead over the Detroit Red Wings.
Oh. This is April Fool's on the Bruins Recap Show. So we start things off in the first period as always, and it's 2 U's, 2 K's, Tuukka Rask net. He takes up on against big Brian Elliott. And for the people who are curious about the Detroit Red Wings, yeah, not what we want to see. And it's not what we want to see either, as St. Louis will get on the board first. It's Jaden Schwartz. May the Schwartz be with him, as it's 2-on-1 with Torrey Krug as the defenseman. Madam McQuaid on a terrible pinch in up the boards. And Rask had no chance on this one. 1-0 St. Louis. Later on in the first period, though, it's Louis Eriksson. John Michael Lyles hits him with a beautiful stretch pass. And it's a breakaway, and Louis, no issue on this. He buries it. 1-1, 5-hole past Brian Elliott. We move later on, and it's David Krejci. And what a period, and what a game David Krejci had. A blast from Matt Bolesky, and it's a rebound finish. 1 minute, 50 seconds in between the two goals for Boston. Boston will go into the room up 2-1 on the St. Louis Blues. This is a team that had trouble scoring goals all of this previous week. So we're going to head into the second period, and yeah, that's happening. That's a little scary. And even scarier is St. Louis will tie it up with a goal from Paul Stastny, as Rask can't get the puck covered, and it was a little miscommunication between goalie and defender. It's a gift for Stastny. 2-2. It's a tie game, but later on in the second period, as St. Louis will ice the puck, and it's Matt Bolesky on a face-off win.
Oh, shit. Wait, we gotta start that over. I fucked up. Sorry.
Cut! Alright, redo it. So a little bit later on in the second period, St. Louis is going to ice the puck, and it's Matt Bolesky on the face-off win.
Oh, what a shot.
No. Anyway, so that makes it 3-2. A great goal from Matt Bolesky, and a little bit of heads up in the third period. Detroit 3-1. Fuck. But, good news, Boston scores again. It's Frankie Vatrano. Great pass from Lee Suitcase Stempniak. And Vatrano's been a goal-scoring machine in the NHL, AHL. 4-2. Later on in the period, a great power play with multiple chances. But it's David Krejci from the point with the finish. Makes it 5-2. And you think things are going to go good for Boston as they go into the room. Even with Detroit winning 3-2 over the Minnesota Wild. Into the net goes Jake Allen for the St. Louis Blues, and the Blues are going to get advantage as they quickly score. It's Robert Bertuzzo, potential goalie interference here. No challenge from Claude Julien. Not like the Bruins were going to win that anyway. They never win anything on a review. And it's 5-3 now. And take your heart attack medication now, as the third period is not friendly at all. As St. Louis will score again. Bruins can't clean up in front of the net. And on a rebound, it's Alex Pietrangelo. 5-4 now. But the Bruins will get a power play. And the power play needed to be good. And it was good tonight. As Patrice Bergeron, the best player on the ice, the 3-time Selke Award winner, makes it 6-4. His 30th of the season. But it was challenged by the St. Louis Blues.
Well, we're waiting.
And the on-ice officials say no goalie interference. It is a Good goal. So with 1:38 left, the St. Louis Blues will pull their goalie. And you are thinking potentially, oh, here we go again, especially as Zdeno Chara completely loses track of his defensive assignment in Kevin Shattenkirk. And Shattenkirk will beat Tuukka Rask, making it a 6-5. But that is it. It is going to stay that way as the time runs out on the Blues. 6-5 your final. And I got to make sure my heart is still beating, folks, of a game like that. It wasn't pretty. It was sure as hell entertaining. It was nerve-wracking. But the Bruins got it done. Must-win scenario. And they won. This is what they need for the rest of the season, especially as they're looking forward to a potential playoff deciding matchup against the Detroit Red Wings in about 3 games. So anyway, let's quickly to the 3 stars of the game. Star number 3 with 2 assists. A great performance tonight from John Michael Lyles. Your 2nd star with the game winner in the power play goal, Patrice Bergeron. And your number 1 star of the game, it's David Krejci, a 4-point night, including a game-winning assist and 2 power play points. David Krejci, a fantastic game. Next up, it doesn't get any easier. It's WrestleMania Sunday as the Bruins go into Chicago to take the team of CM Punk's favor, the Chicago Blackhawks. And we'll recap it then on the next Bruins Recap Show.